check me out now. Magic does not make sense. Magic doesn't make sense. Not even the fake illusionary magic, like pulling a rabbit out of a hat, makes no sense. Sawing a woman's body in half and then putting it back together and she just walks away scot-free doesn't make sense. Putting somebody behind a door and then you make them disappear doesn't make sense. All that wild ass shit David Blaine did don't make fucking sense. Magic doesn't make sense. Wake up, chosen one. Wake up. Let Uncle Johnny shake you up. Wake up. Now, if fake magic doesn't make sense, there's no fucking way that real magic, the real mysteries of the universe, the things that come straight from the ether, won't make sense. What does this have to do with anything? My beard is looking glorious. Wow. The earth is transitioning, okay, into the fifth dimension, a dimension of magic, okay? The dimension of the divine feminine, okay? That's what's happening, all right? They call it the return of the divine feminine, meaning that there must have been some sort of time period where the feminine ruled the earth. The woman ruled the earth, okay? As most of us know, the earth shifted into a patriarchal system, all right? And the male principle is all about structure. It's all about rules. It's all about formulas. It's all about work. It's all about truth. It's all about steadiness, stoicism, programs. It's cut and dry. The letters fit, the numbers fit. That is what the masculine principle is, okay? Things that make sense, which is why most of you don't understand your woman or any woman, because you're expecting your woman to exist like a man. And when the world made this transition into a patriarchal system, right? Everybody, men and women, had to adjust to this. Now, men naturally were ready, right? Just like now, women naturally are ready. Now, I personally have developed my inner divine feminine to, I think, its max level in my body. Now, I'm going to continue to try to develop it more and more each day, right? But I am really in touch with the woman that lives inside of my body. I really know her inside and out. I'll be getting nasty with her, you know? We get nasty. But what I'm saying, and obviously I'm speaking mainly to men, right? Because here we are at the transition of the earth and the feminine principle, which is magic. That is what the feminine principle is. Let me explain why the feminine principle is magic, okay? If you spend enough time around a woman, especially this new batch of women, the women that are on the earth today, they all seem to think that they are Disney princesses. Regardless of what they do, regardless of if they can even cook, regardless of how they look, you know? All of these women believe that some rich tech billionaire is supposed to rescue her and her children and sweep them off into an island and all, you know? What I'm saying is, like, in women's minds, they truly exist in a space of magic. I have watched little dust bunny bitches on Facebook talk about, I'll be in Maldives for Christmas. And sure enough, that little dusty hoe was in the Maldives for Christmas. Now, of course, she had to do some heinous things to an old man to get there. But what I'm saying is, women naturally just exist in a space of magic. Women can birth 2 babies and feed them at once. That's magic. That's magic. All life comes through the portal that is the VJJ. Magic. Women are fucking magic. All right? If you are not a strong man mentally, a woman can get you to do anything. If you're a heterosexual man and you're not strong mentally, a woman can make you do anything without even giving up the cookie if she is in touch enough with her inner feminine. All right? Now, when I say inner feminine, I'm not talking about this new version of the feminine, because femininity is soft and sweet, right? So that type of femininity can get a man to do anything. All right. Y'all ever heard of Odysseus? I forgot. Don't nobody read no more. Don't nobody. Chosen one. A lot of things in your motherfucking life probably don't make sense. I can't count 5 things in my life that make any sense at all. Okay. But that's because we are moving or have moved into a space of magic. The return of the divine feminine is all about magic, and it's for everybody. It's for all of us. Okay. It's just that women will have a head start naturally, because they're women, because they are feminine, right? They have the bigger dose of the femininity. But we all need to develop our inner magic. Okay. Magic has to do with faith or gnosis or knowing, whatever word you want to use, right? But the knowing, the faith. Women have these dreams as children, and they get the exact wedding that they want with the exact dress. Magic, faith, all right? That's how we all have to move. That is where the earth is going, right? And it's important to embrace the things that don't make sense. It's important to be able to walk blindly, not seeing a direct path, not having a formula, not having any information, but just blindly walking. Just blindly walking. Okay? There's a forest behind me. That's a fucking forest. And it's dark. You know what I mean? And like, what I'm saying is, the example I'm saying is, I will walk straight through that fucking forest. Don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm gonna get there. I know at the end of my fucking journey, there's gonna be a pot of gold. Anyway, hope this helps, y'all. Magic don't make sense. Stop trying to make sense of it. Stop.